We're finishing up this article on procrastination, and it is by, I forgot to say who it is by, help me here. It's by the Cal Poly Student Services, California Polytechnic Student Services. Talked about making tasks look small, doing a small part, 1 pound at a time. Instead of, if you don't have an hour to exercise, exercise for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Do the Ellen dance. Also, advertise your plans. Tell everyone, hey, I'm joining that Pray It Off group. Oh, they'll be looking at you all right, and they'll be monitoring your progress. You don't think people continue to look at me, waiting for me to balloon back up to 300 pounds? And then when they go, oh, she's not doing, they don't want me to, but there's a part of them almost like looking at the car crash. You know, is she going to gain all that weight back? We need to tell people, and they'll hold you accountable. Expect some backsliding. Expect that you're going to go to a party and have too much. Just get back going at it. Also, we need to strengthen our good habits. We need to practice dealing with things instead of avoiding them. Learn more. You know, we have 2 guest speakers coming already in the new session, session 9. Can you believe that? When each session, 6 months, we're starting session 9. We have Dr. Charles coming, who is my general practitioner, and many people here in the group, and he's going to answer questions, talk about adult onset diabetes, really more of an open forum. Also, I don't see Ann, but her nutritionist is coming. So we have a nutritionist coming also in session 9. So we need to learn new skills. One person here said to me, thank you for bringing in Liz Maloney. Several people, again, don't raise your hand, but several people in the group are meeting with her, and she's enormously helpful. Also, Father Pryor approved having the prayerful exercise is what we're going to call it, and we're going to be getting that in for the the Tai Chi, but we're not going to call it that. We're going to call it prayerful exercise. So it's more inclusive to the Holy Family, you know, pray. So we're going to do that in session 9 also, but you don't have to do that. That'll be separate. It'll be in the bulletin, and it'll be $5. Also, we need to get rid of some of these things. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it when the kids are out of the house. I'll do it when I retire. I'll do it when things are less stressful. Or you'll say, you know what, I'm better under pressure. I'm better on Tuesday and Wednesday because I know I got to weigh in on Thursday. You can't play those procrastination games with weight loss. Your body doesn't let you do that. So read these, and then I've even included in here some really good procrastination quotes. Some of my favorite ones are, the best way to get something done is to begin. So many times, like, I won't balance my checkbook for a while because I'm busy, and then it hangs over my head like the sword of Damocles. I'm like, oh, do I have money in there? Oh my gosh, you know. And then I'll sit down and I'll just do it, and it's done so quickly, and I'm thinking, why did I put this off? Why do I put myself under this pressure when all I have to do is say, do it? Here's another one. You know you are getting old when it takes too much effort to procrastinate. That's how I feel right now. I don't have the time to procrastinate. I'm just too hectic, so I might as well just do it. I find that the busier you are, the less you procrastinate, because that gun's at your head. That gun is there, oh, I got to take this kid here, this. What if you said, well, you know what, I'm going to procrastinate taking my kids to school. I'll just take them when I feel like it. You start doing that, and the truant officer, do they still have those these days, Gerald? Do they still send people out if you don't go to school? Well, someplace they might. Also, here's another one. This is my favorite. A year from now, you may wish you had started today. Think about that. A year from now, do you want to weigh exactly what you weigh now? Some of you have done so well, that's a goal. Amen to that. But others of us who still have a ways to go, I really don't want to. I really don't want to weigh the same. I'll take the same, but I don't want to weigh any more than what I weigh now, but I'd like to weigh less. Also, for those of you, today's Thursday, you've picked off most of the edible turkey off that carcass. If you still have the bones in your refrigerator, Here's a perfect low-fat turkey soup recipe. You throw it in the pot. Now when it says a half a cup of pasta, noodles, or rice, I always say get some whole wheat, get some things that are healthy. Do not put it in to the bitter end, because otherwise it'll be soggy. You make your soup, you do everything, and then right before you're done, throw in the pasta. And I like to cook it al dente, put the pasta in the soup right before I serve it, because I hate mushy pasta in soup. So do whatever you like, but it's a good one. Look at calories, 111, cholesterol low, sodium only 100 milligrams, because you have to get the low sodium chicken broth. Also, winter exercise. This is important because so many people feel, because it's starting to get cold in Syracuse, that all the fun things you did all summer are out of reach. Maybe you can't kayak, but you can snowshoe. Maybe you can't walk outside on the icy roads, but you can go inside to indoor places and walk. The biggest tips they say is find somebody. If you ever go for a walk with a friend and you're gabbing, especially women, all of a sudden you're done, you're like, whoa, that went fast, because we always have something to say, don't we? Yeah. Yuckity, yuck, 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 yuck. Also, I think snowshoeing is great. Vince, Bob, and I all have our own pair. We own our own snowshoes because I got them at a garage sale. Kaylee, didn't you buy snowshoes at a garage sale? Where, at the West Hill garage sale?
No, we bought it up on Adams Hill.
Yeah, you got a good deal on it too, didn't you? Yeah. Now you might say, well, the garage sales are over. Well, you can buy them at BJ's. They sell them there for cheap. You can even go to Beaver Lake and rent them there. So, you know, feeling invigorated with greater energy and a sense of accomplishment and a more positive outlook. It can tremendously improve your mood. Also, it's the small step theory. If you're doing nothing, something is better than the nothing. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's kind of like listening to Red Rubber Ball by The Circle, which was my first 45 back in 1964, I think it was. I must have played that 45, maybe 1,000, maybe 1,000,000 times, you know. Does anyone remember it? Yeah, it's gonna be alright, the morning sun is shining like a red rubber ball. That's what Pray It Off is. Every week I'm playing that same 45, and I'm saying eat less, move more. But the thing is, we need to look at that big picture of why we're here. I love this song, I'm done, Bobby, my beloved, because if we're bored, and I'm not